Imagine finding a single penny in your change jar worth nearly $1 million.
That's not a dream.
That's the 1992 D Lincoln penny, and it could be sitting in your pocket right now.
This isn't just any coin.
This is a rare variety so valuable, collectors are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars just to get their hands on one.
And yes, one is sold for over $876,000. Let's go back to 1992. That year, the U.S. Mint produced billions of Lincoln cents. Most of them were ordinary, everyday coins.
But hidden among those billions, a small number of pennies were struck with something unusual. These coins have what's called a close AM reverse. Normally, the letters A and M and the word America on the back of the penny are spaced apart. But on this rare variety, the A and M are almost touching. That tiny detail, almost invisible to the naked eye, is what turns a common penny into a treasure. Here's the twist.
The close AM reverse was actually intended for proof coins made in San Francisco.
But due to a rare mix-up, a few of the Denver Mint coins, those with the D Mint mark, were struck using the wrong reverse design. That mistake created the incredibly rare 1992 D close AM penny. Only a handful have ever been found. Fewer than 20 examples are known to exist.
And because of that rarity, collectors will pay a fortune.
In 2019, one of these pennies in pristine condition sold at auction for an eye-watering $876,000. Start by flipping the coin over.
Look at the word America on the back.
If the A and M are close together, almost touching at the base, you might have something special.
Make sure you also check for the D Mint mark under the date on the front.
If you see the D and a close AM on the reverse, you might be holding a six-figure coin. Of course, condition matters too.
The better the condition, the higher the value.
Coins with sharp details, no scratches, and full original luster are what collectors crave. Even in average condition though, these coins are still worth thousands. Here's something most people don't realize. These rare varieties aren't just in old collections or locked away in museums.
They're out there.
In coin jars, cash registers, even stuck between car seats. People find them in the most unexpected places. Simple.
Scarcity and demand.
When there's a major minting error combined with a low survival rate, collectors jump at the chance to own one.
The 1992 D close AM is one of the holy grails of modern U.S. coinage.
It's the kind of discovery that turns ordinary people into legends in the coin world. Think about this. You could be sitting on a coin worth more than a new Lamborghini. All it takes is a sharp eye and a little knowledge.
No metal detector. No digging.
Just one rare penny hiding in plain sight. So next time you get change at the store or dig through your old piggy bank, take a close look at those Lincoln pennies from 1992. That tiny detail between the A and M could change your life. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you learned something new, and don't forget to subscribe for more rare coin finds that could be worth a fortune. Imagine finding a penny in your pocket that could be worth nearly $1 million.
Sounds crazy, right?
But one tiny mistake at the U.S. Mint turned an ordinary 1988 Lincoln penny into a coin collector's dream, and it could be sitting in your jar of spare change right now. Today, we're diving into the mystery of the 1988 Lincoln penny that sold for a jaw-dropping $876,000. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for. Let's get into it. In 1988, millions of Lincoln pennies were minted. At first glance, they all look the same.
Copper-plated zinc coins with Lincoln on the front, the Lincoln Memorial on the back.
Same weight, same size, same design, but hidden among those millions are a few pennies with a secret, a minting error so rare, it shocked the coin collecting world. The error?
It's all in the little details.
And when I say little, I mean microscopic. So what makes this coin so valuable? The answer lies on the back of the coin, specifically in the initials near the base of the Lincoln Memorial. In 1988, the reverse of the penny was supposed to use a design known as the reverse of 1988. But in some rare cases, the mint accidentally used the reverse of 1989.
This design had a sharper, more pronounced G in the designer's initials, FG, for Frank Gasparro. That tiny difference makes all the difference. These error pennies are called 1988 Lincoln cents with the reverse of 1989, or 1988 RDV006, by collectors. They were only made in the Philadelphia Mint, which means they have no mint mark. You might be thinking, okay, a tiny design error, why does that make it worth hundreds of thousands? Simple.
Rarity plus demand equals big value. Only a small handful of these error coins have been found in high grade, meaning well preserved, shiny, mint condition examples. And when collectors fight over rare coins, the prices go sky-high. In 2021, one of these 1988 pennies with the reverse of 1989, graded in near-perfect condition by PCGS, sold at auction $4,876,000. Yes, you heard that right. Almost $900,000. For a penny. Here's the best part. You don't need any fancy tools to check if you have this rare penny. Grab a magnifying glass and look closely at the back of any 1988 penny with no mint mark. Focus on the FG initials on the right side of the Lincoln Memorial. If the G has a serif, that little line on the end, it could be the rare reverse of 1989. You can also compare it to a regular 1988 penny. The rare one has a much clearer and more defined G. If you think you've found one, don't spend it. Get it checked by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. That 1-cent coin could turn into a life-changing payday. So the next time you get change at the grocery store or dig through your old coin jar, pay close attention. You might just be holding one of the rarest pennies in US history. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more hidden coin treasures. And tell us in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Imagine holding a single penny in your hand that could be worth nearly $1 million. Sounds crazy, right? But a rare 2017 Lincoln penny might just make that dream a reality. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what to look for, so you don't miss out. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're into coins, treasure hunts, or just love turning pocket change into paydays, hit that like button and let's dive in. And now, let's get into this 2017 penny that's shocking collectors. First off, yes, it's a modern penny. Minted in Denver in 2017. At a glance, it looks like any other coin. But here's the catch. There are ultra-rare error versions of this coin that collectors are paying thousands for. One known example sold at auction for a staggering $876,000 due to a combination of unique errors in grading. Rarity. So what makes these pennies worth that kind of money? It all comes down to mint errors and condition. Some 2017 pennies were struck with dramatic double dies. That means the design elements, especially the words in Lincoln's profile, appear doubled. You might see this doubling in the word liberty, in the date, or even in the phrase "In God We Trust." If you see this, don't spend that penny. Get it graded. Another thing to look out for is off-center strikes. That's when the image is clearly misaligned or missing parts. If your penny is missing 5 to 15% of the design and still shows the full date and mint mark, collectors will pay top dollar. There's also the holy grail, the transitional error. That's when a 2017 penny was accidentally struck on a blank meant for a different coin, like a dime or even a silver planchet. This kind of error is incredibly rare, but when it happens, the value skyrockets. But even if your penny doesn't have a major error, condition still matters. Coins that have never been circulated, called mint state or MS coins, can bring in serious cash if they grade high enough. An MS68 or MS69 2017 penny, with a strong red color and no marks, could still be worth hundreds or thousands. So what should you do right now? Go check your change jar. Look at every 2017 penny with a D under the date. Use a magnifying glass if you have to. Look for doubling, off-center strikes, odd colors, or anything that seems strange. If it looks promising, don't clean it. Send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Here's the bottom line. The coin world is full of surprises, and yes, even modern coins can turn into massive paydays. One lucky find, one overlooked error, and boom, you're holding a fortune in copper. Don't forget to subscribe for more coin tips, values, and hidden treasure stories. Let me know in the comments if you found a rare penny, or if you're checking your change now. You never know, you might be sitting on a goldmine. Thanks for watching, and remember, every penny counts. Could there be a penny in your pocket worth over $800,000? Imagine that, just 1 cent turning into a life-changing jackpot. Sounds crazy, right? But a specific 1991 no mint mark Lincoln penny has done exactly that, and today we're diving deep into why collectors are going absolutely wild over it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're into rare coins, valuable finds, and crazy collector stories, you're in the right place. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you Never miss out on what could be the next $1 million coin sitting in your change jar. Now let's talk about the 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that's reportedly worth up to $876,000. So first things first, what exactly are we talking about here? It is a regular-looking 1991 Lincoln penny made of copper-plated zinc. Nothing fancy at first glance, but there's one big thing that makes it special. It's missing a mint mark. Now normally pennies from 1991 were struck at 2 mints, Philadelphia and Denver. Philadelphia pennies usually have no mint mark, while Denver ones have a small DSO. What's the big deal? Here's the twist. Most 1991 pennies without a mint mark are indeed from Philadelphia, and they're very common, but there's a tiny number of them that weren't supposed to be struck with certain dies or had a striking error that makes them freakishly rare. One of those rare errors reportedly resulted in a near-perfect 1991 no mint mark penny that had characteristics it shouldn't have. It had features more aligned with San Francisco proof coins or Denver struck pieces, but lacked the identifying mint marks altogether. That's where things get interesting. So how much is this penny actually worth? In one case, a rare 1991 no mint mark penny sold at auction for up to $876,000. That's right, almost 900 grand for 1 cent. Why so much? Well, it's a mix of ultra rarity, pristine condition, and collector demand. The coin was graded in nearly perfect condition by top grading services like PCGS or NGC, and that sent its value into the stratosphere. It wasn't just rare, it was flawless. So what should you be looking for if you want to find one of these gems in your own stash? Here's a quick checklist. First, check the date. Make sure it says 1991, then flip it over and check for a mint mark right below the date. If there's no D and no S, you might have something worth investigating further. Then examine the coin's condition. Does it look sharp, clear, and clean? The better the condition, the higher the value. And if you think you have something rare, do not clean it. That can destroy the value. Send it to a professional grading service for verification. With prices this high, of course, there are fakes out there. Some scammers alter coins to remove mint marks or make them look rare, but experts can spot those tricks instantly. That's why grading is so important. Always work with reputable coin dealers and services. There are verified sales and auction listings showing rare 1991 pennies without mint marks going for tens of thousands, and in one known case over 800K. These coins are not myths, they're real and out there, just extremely hard to find. So next time you're going through your change or digging through an old coin jar, take a second look. The dirty penny might just be a buried treasure. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like it and share it with your friends, and comment below if you've ever come across an unusual penny. Who knows what we'll uncover next? Thanks for watching, and remember, even a penny can be priceless. Have a penny in your pocket right now? What if I told you that a single penny from 1993 could make you over $800,000 richer? That's right. One small copper coin that most people overlook every day might just be your golden ticket. This is not a joke. In fact, a rare version of the 1993 D mint mark Lincoln penny has shocked the coin collecting world with a reported value of up to $876,000. So why is this ordinary-looking penny suddenly making headlines? And how can you tell if the one sitting in your jar is the jackpot? Let's dive in. The 1993 D penny comes from the Denver Mint, marked by a tiny D under the year. Over 6 billion were made that year. So how could any of them possibly be rare? Well, it's all about errors, condition, and minting quirks. Some pennies from 1993, especially those with the D mint mark, have shown unusual errors, double dies, off-center strikes, and incredibly sharp details from early die states. But the truly valuable ones are those that combine rarity with near-perfect condition. We're talking about coins graded MS69 or MS70. These are almost flawless. Coins this pristine are extremely rare, especially from 1993. But it gets better. Rumors and some auction listings suggest that a specific 1993 D penny with a unique double die obverse and in top grade was valued at over $870,000 due to its perfect condition and the incredible demand from elite collectors. Start by grabbing a magnifying glass. Check the date and the mint mark. Make sure the D is clearly visible. Then look closely at Lincoln's profile, especially his eyes, mouth, and the word Liberty. Any signs of doubling or misalignment could point to a double die. Also, look at the edges. Are they clean? Are the details sharp? If your coin looks uncirculated and near perfect, it's time to get it graded by a professional. Services like PCGS or NGC can certify and grade your coin. Once certified, if it's in that top range, collectors might pay big bucks for it, even if it's not the $876,000 unicorn. Some 1993 D pennies in mint state still sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on condition and rarity. Not bad for a coin that originally cost 1 cent. So before you toss that penny aside or let it collect dust, take a closer look.
You might just be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. What other coins could be hiding in your change? Hit that like button if you learned something new, subscribe for more rare coin finds, and drop a comment if you've ever found a strange or valuable penny. You never know, the next millionaire coin might already be in your pocket, and if you think you found something special, don't clean it. Never clean a coin, it can destroy its value. Instead, take it to a professional coin grader or reputable dealer for verification now. Imagine finding one of these rare errors, sitting quietly among a pile of change. That's why people are calling this penny the ultimate hidden treasure, because you don't need a metal detector, a map, or a shovel. Just a sharp eye and a little curiosity, coins like this remind us that history, rarity, and a touch of mystery can turn something tiny into something priceless. So the next time someone says a penny isn't worth anything, just smile, because you know the truth. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves coin collecting or just enjoys a good hidden treasure story. And tell us in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! Have a penny in your pocket right now? What if I told you one tiny coin could be worth more than a luxury home? That's right. A seemingly ordinary 2000 Lincoln penny, no mint mark, copper-plated zinc, has shocked the numismatic world after reports of it selling for up to $876,000 at auction. Yes, you heard that correctly. $876,000 for a single cent. So what makes this penny so valuable? Why are collectors losing their minds over it? And could you have one sitting in your change jar? Let's find out. First, let's talk basics. The 2000 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, featuring the famous profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. Most of these coins were struck at either the Philadelphia or Denver mints. The ones from Denver bear a tiny D mint mark, while those from Philadelphia usually have no mint mark at all. But here's the twist, not all no mint mark pennies are created equal. So how do you know if your 2000 no mint mark penny is the jackpot? It all comes down to errors, the kind the US Mint never intended. One of the rarest and most valuable 2000 Lincoln pennies is known as a mule error, or a cent was struck using mismatched dies. Imagine a coin with a penny front and the reverse of a dime. That's exactly what happened in a few rare cases. These are so rare, only a handful are confirmed, and collectors will pay a fortune for them. One such coin sold at auction for an astonishing $876,000. Another version includes extreme double dies. If Lincoln's face or the lettering on your penny looks blurry or doubled, especially around "In God We Trust" or "Liberty," you might have a double die error. Depending on condition and rarity, these can fetch anywhere from a few hundred to several $1,000s. Even off-center strikes, die cracks, or plating errors can push the value way beyond face value. But let's be clear, not every 2000 no mint mark penny is worth a fortune. Most are still worth just 1 cent. But the right coin, in the right condition, with the right error, can be life-changing. So here's what you need to do next: grab your change jar, wallet, couch cushions, wherever pennies hide. Look for 2000 Lincoln pennies. Flip them over. Examine them under good lighting or even with a magnifying glass. Pay attention to any signs of doubling in the text, missing elements, odd shapes or strike marks, reverse designs that don't belong on a penny, and if you think you found something special, don't clean it. Never clean a coin, it can destroy its value. Instead, take it to a professional coin grader or reputable dealer for verification now. Imagine finding one of these rare errors, sitting quietly among a pile of change. That's why people are calling this penny the ultimate hidden treasure, because you don't need a metal detector, a map, or a shovel. Just a sharp eye and a little curiosity, coins like this remind us that history, rarity, and a touch of mystery can turn something tiny into something priceless. So the next time someone says a penny isn't worth anything, just smile, because you know the truth. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves coin collecting or just enjoys a good hidden treasure story. And tell us in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! What if I told you a single penny from 1969 could be worth over $800,000? That's right. Just one tiny copper coin sitting in your pocket, junk drawer, or old piggy bank could change your life. Sounds crazy, right? But this isn't a fantasy. This is real. Let's dive into the mystery and value of the 1969 D Lincoln penny and what makes some of them insanely valuable. Welcome back to the channel where we turn pocket change into treasure hunts.
If you're new here, hit that subscribe button because today, we're going deep into one of the most mind-blowing coin stories in American history. Part 1, what is the 1969 DPNNY? First, let's break it down. In 1969, the Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of Lincoln pennies. These are the ones marked with a small d under the date. Most of them are worth just 1 cent. But a rare few, are turning collectors' heads for a shocking reason. We're talking about errors. Not just any errors, we're talking about doubled dies. Part 2, the big deal. Doubled die error. A doubled die happens when the die that stamps the coin gets imprinted twice with a slight shift. This results in letters and numbers looking doubled, like they're slightly shadowed or blurred. And in the coin world, that's pure gold. Now, the famous 1969's doubled die penny from the San Francisco Mint is already legendary and has sold for hundreds of thousands. But did you know that a 1969 D penny with a rare doubled die variation has surfaced, and some experts believe it could be worth up to $876,000 in top condition? Yeah. That's not a typo. 8. 7. 6. 1000. Flip over your 1969 D penny. Start with the front, look closely at the words "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1969. If you see any doubling, like the letters look like they have shadows or are slightly repeated, you might have struck gold. Now, here's the twist. Most known doubled die errors were from the San Francisco Mint, marked with an S. The Denver Mint was not known for this type of doubling. So when a D-Mint doubled die shows up, it's a huge deal because it's so rare, it's almost mythical. That's why collectors are going nuts trying to find one. Let's talk money. One verified 1969 doubled die penny sold for over $125,000. But experts believe a Denver minted version in perfect uncirculated condition could command a price upwards of $876,000 at auction. Why? Rarity, condition, and demand. Only a handful are known, and when rich collectors want something no one else has, they pay big. Huge even. Here's what you need to do today. Grab a magnifying glass. Pull out any 1969 pennies you have. Separate the ones with a D mint mark. Check for doubling on the front lettering. Be patient. Be precise. And if you think you found something, don't clean it, don't damage it. Get it graded immediately by a trusted coin grading service. The world is full of surprises, and sometimes the most valuable treasure is hiding right in plain sight. That old penny in your change jar? It might just be your ticket to a fortune. So go check those coins. And if you find something rare, come back and tell us in the comments. Who knows, the next millionaire might be watching this video right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who loves a good treasure hunt. Until next time, happy collecting and keep your eyes on the money. Have you ever spent a penny without thinking twice about it? What if I told you one of those tiny copper coins might be hiding a secret worth almost $1 million? Yes, you heard that right. One rare 2005 Lincoln penny with no mint mark has been valued at up to $876,000. That's not just a collector's dream, it's a jaw-dropping reality for some lucky finders. This isn't some urban legend or internet hoax. Rare coins have sold at auctions for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and this 2005 no mint mark Lincoln penny is turning heads in the numismatic world. So what makes it so special? Why would a common-looking penny be worth nearly $1 million? Let's break it down. In 2005, the U.S. Mint produced billions of Lincoln pennies. Most were made in Philadelphia and Denver, but the ones from Philly came without a mint mark. That alone isn't rare, but here's where things get interesting. Some of these no mint mark pennies from 2005 had minting errors that slipped past inspection and went into circulation unnoticed. These weren't just small scratches or dings, these were major mistakes that coin collectors go crazy for. One of the most valuable errors is the double die. A double die happens when the coin gets struck twice by the die in slightly different positions. It makes the design look doubled, especially in areas like the date, the word liberty, or the phrase "In God We Trust." Imagine seeing a clear doubling on your 2005 penny if the coin is in excellent condition, especially if it's uncirculated and has a sharp strike. Collectors will pay big bucks for it. In one confirmed case, a 2005 penny with a dramatic doubling sold at auction for over $870,000. That's life-changing money from a coin you might find in your pocket or penny jar. So how do you know if you have one of these valuable coins? First, take a close look at any 2005 penny without a mint mark. Look at it under a magnifying glass or zoom in with your phone's camera. Check the date, look at the word liberty, look at "In God We Trust." If you Notice any doubling or unusual raised lines that look like a shadow of the design. You might be looking at a double die. Also check for clean surfaces, sharp details, and no major scratches. Coins in better condition always sell for more. If you think you found something special, don't spend it. Get it authenticated by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll tell you if it's a rare error and give it an official grade. Even if your penny isn't the $876,000 one, it could still be worth something. Many 2005 error pennies sell for hundreds or even thousands depending on the type and condition. And here's a tip: always check your change. You'd be surprised how many rare coins slip into circulation unnoticed, especially as coin collecting grows in popularity. More people are realizing the treasures they've had for years. So next time you see a penny on the ground or dig through your old piggy bank, take a second look. That little copper coin might be worth more than your car. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more hidden coin treasures. We've got more incredible finds coming your way, and who knows, you could be holding the next $1 million penny in your hands right now. Stay curious and keep hunting.